Hello everyone, welcome to today's English lesson. Have you ever heard of the passive voice? Or maybe you have used it but aren't quite sure when and why. Okay, don't worry, you are not alone. In this video, we are going to dive deep into what the passive voice is, why it's super important to know, and how to form it easily. Ready to boost your English skills? Let's get started. Alright, so here's the deal. In English, we usually use the active voice where the subject performs the action. For example, Andy kicks the ball. Now, the passive voice is the opposite. The focus isn't on who performs the action, but on the object that receives the action. So, who did the action sometimes isn't important or isn't even mentioned at all. The ball is kicked by Andy. Ball is object that receiving the action and is kicked equal action. See the difference? In the second sentence, the focus is on the ball, not Andy. We use the passive voice when we want to emphasize the object or the result of an action rather than the doer of the action. Don't be scared by the formula. It is actually quite simple with just two key components. What is it? Yeah, the first is to be. This can be am, is, are, was, were, been, or being. Your choice depends on the tense or the time of the action and the subject of your passive sentence. And then the second one is past participle or verb 3. This is the third form of the verb. If you know your irregular verb, you're all set. For example, it becomes eaten, make becomes made, and write becomes written. So the general formula is subject or the object from the active sentence plus to be or conjugated plus verb 3 or past participle. Alright, it's time for you to practice. I've got a few sentences here. Can you identify which one are in the active voice and which are in the passive voice? Feel free to pause the video for a moment to think. Got your answer? Let's check them. Number 1. She writes a letter. What's your answer? Correct. This is active voice. Why? Because she is directly performing the action of writing. Okay? Number 2. A letter is written by her. What is your answer? Exactly. This is passive voice. We have is or to be and written, which is verb 3. And then the focus is on a letter, which receives the action. Number 3, they built that house. What is your answer? Correct. This is active voice. They, as the subject, directly perform the action of building. The last number, that house was built last year. What is your answer? Exactly. This is also passive voice. We have was or to be and built, which is verb 3. And then the focus is on that house. Here, we don't even need to say by whom that house was built because the important thing is that the house was built. How did you do? Getting the hang of the difference? Now let's see how the passive voice is formed in some common tenses. Remember, the key is just to adjust to be verb. Number one, present simple. I have two examples here. Delicious meals are cooked by the chef. The chef cooks delicious meals. Which one is the passive voice? Correct. The first one. Delicious meals are cooked by the chef. Why? The second one is the active voice, and then the first one is passive voice. Here, I will give you explanation. The first sentence is focusing on delicious meals. And also, you recognize that in this sentence, there are to be and verb free, which is the formula of passive voice. And then the second sentence, the sentence just use verb one, which is the formula of the present simple. Alright, you got it? Good job. We move to the next tenses. Past simple. Someone stole my phone yesterday. My phone was stolen yesterday. In the first sentence, the sentence use verb to. And then if you see the second sentence, they use was, which is to be, and stolen, which is verb 3. So my question is, which one is the passive voice? Exactly, the second one, because beside the sentence used to be and verb 3, the focus is on the phone. So in the second sentence, the someone or phrase someone is disappeared, but the meaning is complete. Or even someone is disappear, you can understand the meaning of the sentence. You got it? Let's move to the last tenses. Future simple. Active voice. We will finish the project tomorrow. The passive voice is the project will be finished tomorrow. My question is, what is the differences between active voice and the passive voice in future simple? Yep, exactly. The differences is on the focus and also use of to be and verb free. What do you think? Is it easy for you? Okay, we move to the next activity. Okay, your turn to be grammar expert. I've got a couple of active voice sentence for you. Your challenge is to transform them into the passive voice. Remember to pause the video and try it out. Okay, ready for the answer? Let's see if you got them right. The first one, the student completed their assignment. What is passive voice of this sentence? Yep, exactly. Their assignment were completed by the students. Is your answer correct? Good job. Next, active voice. The company will launch a new product next month. What is passive voice of the sentence? Okay, good job. A new product will be launched by the company next month. Is your answer correct? Fantastic work. You're really getting the hang of it. Okay, we are done. What do you think? Is passive voice still scary for you or no? Alright, remember the focus of passive voice is on the object that receives the action. The formula is always to be plus past participle or verb free. And it's perfect when the doer isn't important or is unknown. Okay? If you got them, keep practicing and soon you will be using the passive voice like a pro. If you have any question or if you want to share some of your own passive voice sentences, please leave a comment below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more English lesson. See you next time.